Hi guys, it's Theodome again. This is yet another video as we continue learning. For those who watched my last video, thanks, and thanks for the feedback. Let's dive into what we are doing today. So today we'll be talking about color grading. So I did an outdoor image for a client, and I saw that will be a good part for color grading because we'll be working on a lot of colors. I'll show you how I work on specific colors and how I run through them. So first things first, this image I've already reached. Let me zoom in. It looks nice, but it lacks we need to work on the colors, so that's where color grading comes in. Color grading essentially is maximizing on the colors and making the subject of the still pop. So in this particular image, the subject of the image is her. So we need to make a pop at these surroundings. So first things first, there are two steps that I use. So first, you can use LUTs. Second, you can use presets. So for LUTs, so if you want to access your LUTs, you go to adjustments if you have loaded yours. So as you can see mine, as I open here, I've loaded my LUTs. I have a lot of LUTs here that I work on. So let's go on. So the first thing I'll go through my LUTs and pick the LUTs that I feel can work on this image. So particularly, I feel I have two here that will work. So I have this simple enhance, and I have this UV LUT 2. Those were my pick. So these LUTs, some of them I have made them myself according to my tastes, and others I've got from other photographers, other creatives that I love their work and follow their work. So let's dial in. So first things first, let's select this UV skin tone. It's one of my LUTs. You can see the change it has done on the image. This it has a lot of it has some red. You can see how it is a change the magenta on her face. So number two, we'll use this also. We have the simple enhance. This simple enhance is just like a boost of colors to my image. It makes the pictures more vibrant, and I love it because it's controlled to what I like. It's not too much, it's not too low. That's the second one. So I want to use two LUTs in this image, so let's dial in. So we can use the first layer for the LUTs, this color lookup 1 for the simple enhance. Then we create another one. Let's create another one here, color lookup 2. We can place this one. You can see I think they blend very well. So the LUTs are good, but they limit you in some way because it's controlled. It's controlled in some way. So you have an option of you can go to the opacity tab here and you can match up your colors how you want. Like let me show you for example. If I dial down this color LUT 1 this way, you'll see the change. If I boost it, you'll see the change. So it reduces and increases the intensity of the LUT that you are using. So I feel they are good at 100% because after I finish up here, so I take it to camera raw and now dial in on the colors and match them up the way I like, because this is just what I got from the LUTs. So let's dial in. So we'll create a new layer, a combined layer for all the layers. So you'll hit shift, then select all, then click on all the images, then you'll click Control Shift Alt E to create a new layer. Then after that you hit Control Shift A to open open camera raw. So you can see we have shortcuts. Shortcuts are very important. They make your work easier. We'll also dial in those. I'll make a separate video for only shortcuts so that you can learn a lot of shortcuts and how they can assist you to make your work easier. So first things first, in here you have these tabs. You have basics, basic, curve, detail, color mixture, color grading, optics, geometry, effects and calibration. Every tab has its own functions. For the basic tab, it has the temperatures, the tint and the exposure, mainly lighting, and the clarity tab here and the vibrance and saturation. For the curve tab, you have the curves. So like for my version, it's easier to work with. You need not necessarily to push the curve. You can also use these levers to move them. If you see I twist them, it moves with the curve at a particular point. So you can use it to move your curve necessarily. Another option is you can mark a point that you need to adjust. With the point, you see, it tells you if it's the dark, if it's the shadows. So if I click on the shadows like this and boost, and the tab appears, I can move it like, and you can see the shadows changing. So those are just some of the options that you can use. On the curve, on the detail, just a lot about the sharpening, noise reduction, and color noise reduction. Color mixture, it has the color palette with the different ranges of colors, which you can use to alter specific colors in the image. And each tab of color has a hue, saturation, and luminance. Hue is the range of change of color, saturation is the intensity of color, and luminance is the lightness or darkness of the color. Those are the things you should get on that tab. Color grading, it has color wheels for midtones, shadows, and highlights. So if you move the circle from the middle like this, it changes the color according to the, like this one is specific for shadows, so it changes the shadows according to where you're looking at. See, if you use this also, you see it changes the color, it varies the midtones. You see, if you change this, it varies the highlights. So let's get back, let's reset this. Just wanted to show you how they work, then you can dial in. So it's started. For optics, it deals with see distortion and also vignetting. Let me show you vignetting does. You can check the edges. It turns dark, light according to which side you're moving. This assists in darken the edges. It brings the attention inside the middle of the picture. That's why I like it. I use it sometimes. So the next tab here we have in this under optics is defringing. Defringing is when you have there's something called chromatic aberration. So it happens to be on mostly the shiny parts. I think, let's see if here we have, you can use this. If you see the purple colors that appear, the shiny parts like these shiny parts on the cloth, you can see the purples. So that's a matter about optics. So first things first, how do you make your subject pop? I'll always start with the color mixture here. So here you have a variety of colors. So you need, when you start color grading, you need to understand your colors. What color range is this, and how does it affect the image? Like for this image, I need my subject to pop. So what I'll make sure my background is dull, but my subject should pop. So which colors are in my background? I have mostly green in my background and also some yellow. So these are mostly the plants have green and yellow in them. So I'll use this green tab here and this one, this yellow tab. So like I'll push the saturation, not dull, but where it is, but the luminance. I told you the luminance is the darkness or the lightness of a picture, so we work with that. So if I dial in into luminance, if you cut in the luminance, you can see the variation in change on the yellow. So that just draws away the attention towards the background. If you take green, which takes most part of the background, if you dial in the luminance, you can see the change, darkness or lightness. So this happens when sometimes you shoot a picture and there is a lot of highlights on the green. You can use also this to cut on the green color without affecting your subject, as you can see as I'm doing here. So if I cut it down like this, you can see the difference now. It's lighter, now it's darker. So number 2, we need to make our model pop. So you can use this. Mostly skin tones colors are on the orange tab and on the red tab. So with the orange one, and a good percentage is on the orange side. So with the orange one, you can increase the saturation, you can increase it a little bit, then adding some luminance to make it brighter. And also on the red we do the same thing, just a little pop. So on the hue, I feel it should run towards my right, so it could be more orange. Yeah, also here this tab, just a little bit, so you can see what we've done. I think you can see the difference right now. Then we can match up here with the curve, so we can adjust some things like the darkness, the lights. I think that's right. So this is I don't do too much on my pictures because I don't like overdoing it. You should not overthink your color grading. I think that's one of the issues that we have as photographers, that you want your picture to look perfect. The picture should just appear great to your eyes. That's all you need. Not overdoing color grading, because you make your pictures just look, let me not say bad, but they are not really appealing. You can see this picture is just, I've just done little tweaks, but the picture looks great. So I think here we're done. So the other thing, we need to do some color on the lips, and how we enhance on the lips, and also the nails, and also the eyes, because these are the points on a person that the first thing people notice. If you make them pop, it will make the image look better. Let me give you an example. Like I have an actions. I have this, my actions tab. You can see I have a lot of actions. So I have one, advanced teeth whitening. And also about actions, I'll be also creating a video on how to create actions. Actions are just programmable steps that you can use and doing various things in Photoshop. Like for example, this action is specifically for eye and teeth whitening. You can see it has already layers, so if I click on the button, it just create the layers automatically without me repeating the same thing over and over again. So let's continue. So I have so if I open it, I go to this blank layer mask, and take my brush, zoom in to the eyes. Then you should also check the hardness. So for your eyes, you should take, you can see my hardness is at 0, so that it can feather well. It cannot not have a sharp edge. You can see what it is doing. You can see. Now I want to show you the change. So check that out. Look how the eyes are popping. So you can reduce the opacity, so to make it more natural. That's better. Number 2, the colors, the lips and the eyebrows. You can see my client did makeup, so you need to work on how you can boost these colors a little bit so it can stand out on the face. So what I do here, I don't have an action right now for lip enhancement specifically for color, so I just create one, but it's not this is an idea I use. So I'll create go to the adjustment layer and click on the vibrance here, then just zoom in towards the where I want to increase my color. So I'll just boost it up like this and watch the colors, how the lips look like and the eyes specifically. So after you select that, you go to white, then you need to make this mask black. If you make this, you click Control I, then you can see it has inverted it. So we need to paint on this mask. So where you paint it will turn white. So this is what it will do. So let me take a brush here. Let me paint over it. Remember your brush here should be at 0 to take care of the feathering. So you can see it only applies where I'm painting, and the eyes also. So here, so I want you to see the difference. I hope you can see the difference. So I think that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.